Some backyard mangoes, and today I'm going to replace this Glen tree. This Glen tree, I'm not sure if you can see, but it's been hit pretty hard with thrip and mite damage. I believe I've got it under control. However, I just have access to other Glen mangoes, and I would rather have something else here on the property. So I'm going to put this orange sherbet in. It's a 7-gallon, and it's going to work out well because right over there is already an orange sherbet. So this will put 2 orange sherbets for me beside each other. The other tree I'm going to replace has always been sickly, if you can see. This is a coconut cream, and I just don't know why this thing has never grown. So pull it out, maybe look at the roots. Doesn't look like it was overly root bound. Maybe a little in there, but I'm done with that tree. It just hasn't been successful for me. So in this spot, I'm going to put a Pickering in here, and this is a 15-gallon Pickering. And the reason I chose a Pickering is because right here, I already have a nice little Pickering. So this will put 2 Pickerings beside each other when I'm done, and 2 orange sherbets beside each other when I'm done. So what I have is I like to put my dirt in here, and what is this, 15 gallons, so this is a pretty big thing. The one thing I wish I had brought from my house, because this is a kind of a different property here that I manage, if you will, or have some of my trees. The one thing I don't have that I wish I did was compost, because this one tree out of the whole yard, if you scan around, you can look at all the other mango trees, and only these 2 trees were sort of bad. It makes me sort of wonder why. So is it something with this particular soil right here in this one spot? I kind of wish I brought some of the compost that I have from the house to revitalize the soil. I also have some versions of liquid compost. Now I like to put the dirt in this sort of recycling bin. The reason why is it just makes it easy sort of for cleanup. And I have this empty 15-gallon container here. And with this empty 15-gallon container, what it'll do is I can kind of pre-measure it, because let me tell you, putting in a 15-gallon tree is no light work. It is no joke. And it's about to rain. And also the good thing is here it is, the time of year that I'm doing this. For me, it's almost September. It's still heavily in our rainy season here in Palm Beach County. And that rainy season's nice. Take advantage of it. So, what am I looking for here? I'm seeing the bottom of my container. How deep is my hole? I notice there's a ring right here. This ring is a little bit above the ground level. And I also have that same ring here. So what's going to happen is I already know this is about the right depth. I may go a little bit further, but not by much. Now let's see how deep we are. That's going to be perfect. So what I want to do is I want to flatten out that bottom. I like to just do it with water. So I'm going to go get a water hose. We're going to flatten it out and put this big heavy pot in. I'm done. We had a rain break, which meant I went and got a pizza and wings, and let's see how this works. All right, so this is about the right size. It may be a little deeper than I like. Trying to look at this other pot. I think I'm going to actually put just a tiny bit of dirt back in here. I'd rather it be a little on the higher side than the lower side. Then I am going to put some stuff in there. So this is biochar. It's supposed to really help the roots grow. I'm gonna put a little mycorrhizae in there in a minute. But next comes the hard part, which is trying to plant this beast. I usually do not like planting trees this large. It's too heavy. We're gonna do it today. I'm gonna try to get this thing planted. While I dug the hole, a bunch of rain came. Usually what I do is I don't water them for a couple of days. And the reason why is it makes it a little bit lighter, but now the rain just came and it's pretty heavy. So it's a little heavier than I want it. And just try to wiggle this thing off. Is that one? Yes, it's still pretty wet here at the bottom. There it goes. There it goes. Perfect. Okay. Then I'm going to put some of that dirt back in around it. What I do is I go around it. I like to break up the soil around it too, because when I water, I feel it's going to help permeate in that area. At least that's the plan. Just looking at it, is it somewhat straight? Is it up? And I'm gonna put another handful of biochar in and around it. This time I'll get... What's up? I got somebody interrupting me, asking me questions. What's up, boss?
Okay, bro. I want to ask you this, bro. I want to help work, bro.
You want to help work?
Yes.
Why is that?
It's my grandma's birthday, right? And I'm trying to earn the last $9 in order to buy this small cake. So I see you do work. I want to earn. I just watched somebody come before the rain started. They just need $9 more.
I don't have any cash, so I won't even be able to give you the 9. I don't carry cash. So.
God bless you.
But I would like to. I mean, I appreciate your want to work attitude. That's a good attitude. Don't lose it.
Never. I love working. Never.
But nope. I wish but I don't really carry cash, so I don't have any. But okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you, boss. You have a good day. Whoops. That's not the one I wanted. I don't know if you guys saw it while the filming was happening, but I could see lightning. Was there lightning in the background? Yeah. All right, and around the outside, I build this little sort of moat. And the reason I'm building this moat around the outside is when I water it, I really want the water to stay sort of near and around the outside of this tree. All right, let me turn on the water. And you can see the trees that I planted last year. Dwarf Hawaiian, look at the new growth in there. Sweet tart over here, rosy gold, orange essence. Then I'm gonna just flood this little moat. Like I said, the only thing I sort of wish I had done here for this is to bring some of my compost from the house, because I just have concerns over this soil being the way this other tree came out. Here, I'll just let this fill up real quick. When you see how sort of sickly and healthy, or unhealthy rather, this tree was during the 2 years it's been here, compared to how large these other trees have grown in their 2 years, I mean, that's no comparison. and how large this other Pickering tree right here grew compared to, well, this is a coconut cream, but that one's a Pickering. So it just didn't grow well. So I'll get rid of it. But I'm going to just flood this. The reason I sort of like to flood it now is I'm testing my walls. If I'm testing that moat I built, I really want a lot of water in there. And this may be the only tree we're planting today because that thunder is booming in the background. I'm going to let that keep running. We'll get a bag of mulch. Remember, you don't want to plant you don't want your new dirt covering up the sort of existing root ball. That's what I'm trying to make sure is not happening. So that might be about where I'm leaving it. Go ahead and mulch it. And probably, I did not bring my stakes, so I'll probably stake it another day. These larger trees, I find that they definitely, or usually anyway, need to be staked. And I may put a second bag of mulch around this ring. This is like at least almost a 4-inch thick, 3 to 4-inch thick ring of mulch. So it's really going to hold that moisture in this area. But I may get another 2 bags and come out further. So thanks for watching. Hopefully you learned how to plant a tree. And I'm excited about this little Pickering. Hopefully it's going to serve my needs well. And if you don't know what those needs are by now, I'll just go ahead and review. Me, my wife, us, we ship mangoes to everybody across the country, most places anyway. And so you order them. We start taking orders in March and April usually. And then we ship boxes until we sell out. We ship more and more boxes every year. I'll just say that. And all I can say is thank you to everybody who orders from us. So thanks for watching, like, and subscribe.